Hi, I'm Paul Wallin of Wallin Klarich, and I'm here with my son, Matt Wallin, associate at Wallin Klarich. And we're here today to talk to you about the joy we get in defending people who are accused of crimes, from murder to drunk driving, and the joy we get in working together. First, I wanted to tell you that it is impossible to comprehend unless you're a father getting to work with your son in a law firm to understand how great it is to get to watch my son Matt learn from me initially, and then get to listen to him talk to clients and make sure clients are happy and understand what they're facing, and then the magic he does in court. So I wanted to thank you, Matt, for coming here to work and for doing everything you do.
Thank you. I guess no attorney could be more grateful to have a mentor like my father, who's built his firm over the past 30 years and allowed me an inside look at everything that goes into this business. You've taught me the dedication and compassion that's required if you want to be successful in representing those accused of crimes. Oftentimes, we'll find our clients with the odds stacked against them. When the state levies charges against our clients, it can be very overwhelming. And what you've taught me is how important it is to communicate with our clients, treat them like their own family. And I've learned a great deal from you, so I thank you for that.
Oh, you're very welcome. I think that the whole philosophy of our law firm is treating every client like they could be a member of our family. Because unfortunately, as in every family, we've had people in our family who have had to go through stress, whether it be drunk driving or a different kind of problem. And so we know what people go through, and we know what it takes. If you're not a caring human being, and you really, really deep down inside can't get into the family behind the person and understand all the dynamics and how a conviction will impact not just our client, but their wife and their children and their future job, then you shouldn't pick this area of law. Too many people go into criminal law because they think it's easy or they think it's a quick buck. Let me assure you, neither of those things are true. It's not that easy to make a living doing criminal law, and more importantly, if you're in it for the money, get out. And I think that's something that Matt agrees with.
Absolutely. There isn't a day that goes by that I don't hear from a client, Matt, my life is in your hands. And a lot of people would have difficulty dealing with that on a daily basis. However, with the preparation that I have for every single case, and the dedication and diligence for each client, I can rest my head at night knowing that I've done everything possible to get the most favorable outcome for my clients, to make sure that their rights have not been violated. When you're arrested, it's a state police department, you're brought to a state court where the judge works for the state, the DA works for the state, and that's what drives me, is we need to balance those scales, and each client is deserving of a zealous advocate, and that's what I've learned from my father and the other associates at Wallin Klarich.
If you're not a true believer in our system, you can't do criminal defense. Anytime I'm at a party, I'm sure Matt will say the same thing, people come up to us and the question they ask every single time we're anywhere is, how can you defend that person? He did that horrible thing. And the first thing I tell people is, were you there? Because the only people who know really if the crime was committed in most cases is the accused, the alleged victim, and if you believe in God, God. So we are not here to judge. We're here to take our client's word. Because if no one listens to your client, then the client has nobody, and the state has everything. And there's an imbalance, and then our entire justice system would fail. So I want to say, to be honest with people, thank God there are criminal defense attorneys. Thank God there are people willing to listen to someone, even if the story they're telling doesn't sound that plausible. It's not your job to judge. It's your job to listen and to advocate them the best you can. I think Matt would agree, right?
Absolutely. Regardless of the charges, number one, they begin as allegations. If those allegations are proven beyond a reasonable doubt, our job begins there, it doesn't end. We still need to advocate for clients to make sure that the outcome that they receive is just based upon the behavior, based upon the social history of our clients. So a lot goes into a case beyond the fact that they may have done some wrongdoing. Whether that wrongdoing is a crime is a whole different story.
And I wanted to just end this conversation by saying that I'm blessed. I'm blessed to be able to have a law firm where we can help people on a daily basis, and have done so for many years. And I'm blessed to be able to have my son finish law school, graduate law school, pass the bar, thank God, and then been working for us for about 5 years now. So if you ever have any questions about criminal law or any questions about your case, there's no financial obligation. Feel free to call us at any time because we're here to help. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.